confusing markets and guide you toward financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Welcome back, and I can't believe we are almost done. Almost through 2 hours of our 3-year anniversary show. How about that? I mean, that goes by way too quick. I mean, hanging out with you, Gino, always a treat. And then we add Scott Crayon from Cherry Creek Mortgage into the loop. This is too much fun. It just flew by.
Yeah, in fact, we usually call this the red zone, Scott, and I know you could appreciate that.
Exactly. Again, who dat?
There we go.
Where's Jimmy Graham?
Boy, he's not going to the Raiders. Ha ha.
Would have been nice.
Yeah. No, we love you being part of our show. Again, you can always check out so much great information. Go to donandgino.com. Donandgino.com. You can click on Listen Chat Live, enter the vault, live show. You get to see us here. Thanks to Furman at AP Productions with 3 HD cameras, checking us out, making sure we have great video to provide you on our YouTube channel. Go on that, click on that. Tons of great information, 300 and something clips. They're beautiful. Thank you, Furman, for doing a great job. We want to thank, of course, Shannon, our show producer, for making sure things happen the way they're supposed to happen. And thank you, Scott, for joining us today, man.
Absolutely. It's been a blast.
Okay, let's give everybody, we promised you, the spring fling is coming. The market's going to heat up. It's already heating up. Just so you know, we're already seeing it. We're in it. We saw it last year. We know who was successful, who wasn't, what happened, why they weren't successful, why they were. Here are some of the tips. And we're going to start with the local knowledge. Local. And I'll let Scott jump in on this because I know you're part of this and you're a local lender. You live here. You've been through this. Why do they need to think local?
Well, I tell you what, this actually played in the decision for me to join you guys at Cherry Creek. As you well know, I worked at an out-of-town lender for a while out in Pasadena.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I've lived out in Santa Clarita since 1990, so I'm as local as it gets, but I was commuting out there. And the Santa Clarita agents I was working with and I was receiving referral from, I hate to say it, but I was almost at a disadvantage, those buyers were, in getting their offers accepted when they saw my pre-approval letter get across the table with that offer, but now that I'm with Cherry Creek, they know Cherry Creek, the listing agent I'm referring to now, and they know Scott Crayon now, and when they get that letter, there's a lot more confidence in accepting that offer. We're out there at every single real estate event there is. We're networking to steal a Sarah Spaglione line. Network real hard. Right? Every day we're hustling. You got to check out the Sherry and Zach YouTube video. I think they're up to 12.
Sherry Brown, Zach McReynolds.
Yep. Sarah Spaglione.
One of the greatest teams in town, but they're hilarious. You got to check out their YouTube video. Every day I'm hustling. Anyway, there's a little plug for you guys. But that makes a difference, knowing what's going on in the real estate market and having the real estate professionals know their local lenders makes a huge difference in your buyers' chances of getting their offers accepted.
So let's talk about that for a second, because they say, well, isn't the price everything? No, the price isn't everything, because ultimately, depending on the motivation the seller has, sometimes the seller has to move for work, or they have a moving date or a target that they have to achieve. And when they have to achieve all those things, what's most important is that something doesn't go wrong with the transaction. So agents encourage the seller. Ultimately, it's the seller's ultimate
I like to encourage
decision.
them.
Yeah, but their job is to advise them.
Right, exactly.
So they're going to advise and encourage them to work with someone that's local, because it's someone they know, like, and trust, that they're reputable, and that they're going to do everything within their power to close the transaction. In fact, I'm going to bring up another deal right now that I know that we are doing a local cross approval for, because the lender's in Ohio. Okay, and so the listing agent doesn't trust that this Ohio lender can get the job done, and also isn't sure because the appraisals are going to get done by somebody that's ordered off of an AMC rather than a local panel. So there's a lot of things that could happen if you use some sort of internet bank, and so the listing agent's uncomfortable accepting that offer, so now we have an at-bat at that offer instead.
Okay. Good stuff, Gino. On top of that, see, we're talking about how to be successful, and obviously you can be successful just, if you do use an out-of-area real estate agent. They're not going to, blackball you. And if you use an out-of-area lender, not going to blackball you. All we're stating is that it could give you a better opportunity to have your offer accepted because it will heat up. You're going to be going against multiple offers. We are low on inventory. And when you go against multiple offers, we're talking 10 to 20 offers. You will see, mark our words, we will share with those numbers. I guarantee it, that you're going to be going against stiff competition. Therefore, you want every advantage you can. So utilizing a local real estate agent that knows the area, is well networked. We're talking a lot of these transactions, just so you're aware, you think, oh, I can go on Zillow and find my own home. By the time you see it on Zillow, it's 48 hours old. And on top of that, that home's probably gone. And it's going to frustrate you because you're going to ask your agent to go find you that home. You want to go see that home. And they're going to tell you, what, Scott? It's sold.
Yeah.
There's already an offer on it. So you utilizing a local real estate agent that's well connected, very experienced, and the reason that they have been connected is they actually talk with other real estate agents going, by the way, I have this beautiful 4-bedroom, 2-bath home in this price range. Anybody interested?
And that conversation happens like this. I have this listing coming up. Okay, it doesn't
to a theater
listing,
near you.
It hasn't made it to Zillow. It hasn't even made it to the MLS. There sometimes isn't even a contract signed yet. It's just a property they know about that's going to come on the market soon.
And therefore, if your agent is connected in this facet, it gives you I won't say an unfair advantage. It's just you're working with the right person. And that's why it's important. If you don't have a well-connected, incredibly professional, and well-respected real estate agent, please contact us at 855-DON-GINO, 855-DON-GINO, or email us, donandgino@gmail.com. I'm sure Gino, myself, and Scott can connect you with very reputable, incredible professionals that get the job done. And that's important, too. Scott, you think it's important to get pre-approved ahead of time?
Well, I mean, when you find yourself with that opportunity to get that house that's not quite on the market, you have to run to get that pre-approval completed. And sometimes it's not that easy to do, especially this time of year when you're just filing taxes. Maybe we need those to be confirmed, and that can take a little while. So, hey, get going now before the market really, really heats up. So, the idea of being pre-approved, everyone thinks, oh, I know my credit's great, I make plenty of money, and all these different things. But guess what? You're self-employed, and you write off all your income. So it's critical to have a mortgage planner review all those all the documentation in advance to put that thing in the bank for you. Actually get it through an underwriter, not just hey, we had a verbal conversation. Yeah, you're good to go. That is not how it works these days.
And you brought up another great subject, Scott, because we want you to be successful. Do you realize that if you work with, let's just say, a large firm that doesn't understand tax returns, that you could be losing valuable purchasing power? Meaning you want to go buy the $500,000 home, which just say for round numbers, and you bring it to someone who doesn't quite understand how to read tax returns and self-employment income and how to add back certain things or not have to count certain things. You could be now purchasing a $400,000 house. So you just lost that extra room for Johnny. Johnny always loses his room. You just lost that 3-car garage. And the wives, you just lost the night. You got now a small kitchen. Now,
right.
Hubby, do you really want to give the wife a small kitchen? No way.
Trouble.
So make sure you have all the options available to you by working with a local, reputable, experienced lender. Is going to give you all the purchasing power possible and is well respected, meaning when your offer goes in, we will make sure that they know your offer is as good as cash.
And Don, I think that is so much more important even now, because if you get the wrong house now in the wrong school district, you may not be able to get it 2 years from now when the prices are much higher and the rates are much higher. So it's important to work with the right people now to make sure they can maximize that purchase power.
Real quick, I'm going to jump in with a property that I think is unique. I've seen pictures of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Michael was just at the Brokers Open a couple days ago. $1.199 million in the San Fernando Valley, just over the hill. 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath, plus a study that's 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bath.
Wow.
Huge, huge house for $1.199 million. It's gorgeous. So if you want more information, reach out to us at donandgino.com or email us at donandgino@gmail.com. I'll hook you up so you can see the property.
All right. So our goal today is make sure you are successful for the spring fling. That's right. Mark our words. The real estate market is heating up big time. So reach out to us so we make sure you're properly prepared. Again, 855-DON-GINO or donandgino@gmail.com. Go to our website, donandgino.com. Scott Crayon, thank you for joining us, buddy.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
How can they get a hold of you?
Cell phone number 661-755-2847. Email
755-2847.
Yep, and email is scrayon@ccmclending.com.
Woohoo! Thank you for joining us, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, all of you, for being with us for the last 3 years. We love you. We are so happy to guide you to personal financial wellness. Make sure you join us every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Have a great week.